Hello everybody, I hope you're enjoying the tournament so far. Now that the first four has been concluded, the real tournament can begin. Hi, my name is Alex Brewer. I'll be with you, for the most part, in the tournament. Now, I will break down the 16 teams that are in action today and give you my prediction of each game. Now we'll be starting with the East region. Our first matchup in the East region is number 1 Villanova Wildcats taking on the 16 seed Lafayette Leopards. Now, Villanova is 32-2 overall with a 16-2 record in the Big East. They are claimed to be the best team by far in school history. Now we go to the 16 seed Lafayette Leopards. They were on that bubble, but they decided not to play in the first 4 games, so good for them. They are 20-12 overall. They are 9-9 in the Patriot Conference. That game is on TBS at 6:50, and my prediction is that Villanova will come out full speed and defeat Lafayette by at least 20 points. Our second matchup in the East region features an 8-9 seed North Carolina State Wolfpack taking on the 9th seed LSU Tigers. Now let's go to the 8th seed. The 8th seed North Carolina State is a 20-13 overall, and they are 18-8 in the ACC. Now for the LSU Tigers, they are 22-10 overall, and it's 11-7 in the SEC. This is going to be a great game to watch. Hoping that game's on TBS at 9:20, a late game, so hopefully you're up for that. And I got to pick, in my prediction, I got to go LSU Tigers, pull the upset over North Carolina State. Now, I will break down the South region matchups. Our first matchup we're about to break down in the South is the 14-seeded UAB Blazers taking on number 3 Iowa State Cyclones. Now let's start with number 14, UAB. UAB is 19-15 overall. They are 12-6 in Conference USA. They have a balanced front and back court. Now number 3, Iowa State Cyclones. They are 25-8 overall. They are 12-6 in the Big 12. And they are a very powerful ball club in the Big 12. So they might make a big run into it. Maybe the Final Four. But I got Iowa State beating UAB, and that game is on truTV at 12:40. Our second matchup is between the 6-seeded SMSU Mustangs and the 11-seeded UCLA Bruins. SMSU has a record of 27-6 overall. They are 15-3 in the American Athletic Conference. They are coached by the Larry Brown, who coached the Detroit Pistons back in the day. And this is their second appearance in the NCAA tournament. While UCLA on the other hand, they are 20-13 overall, and they are 11-7 in the Pac-12. That game is on truTV at 3:10. Our third matchup is between number 12 Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks taking on number 5 Utah Utes. Stephen F. Austin is coming into the tournament with an impressive win last year over VCU, who was undefeated last year. They are 29-4 overall, and they're 17-1 in the Southland. Utah, on the other hand, they are led by All-American Delon Wright. They are 24-8 overall. They are 13-5 in the Pac-12. But I have them on the upset alert. They are going to be losing to Stephen F. Austin. That game is on truTV at 7:27. All right, we have the fourth and final game in the South. This game wraps up the night. between the 13th-seeded Eastern Washington Eagles taking on the 4th-seeded Georgetown Hoyas. Eastern Washington is 26-8 overall. They are 14-4 in the Big Sky. Georgetown, they are 21-10 overall, and they are 12-6 in the Big East. But I have Georgetown in the upset alert. I have Eastern Washington defeating Georgetown, and that game is on truTV at 9:57. Now that we broke down the East region and the South region, it's now time to break down the Midwest region. Our first game of the Midwest region, and in our first game of the day, is number 14 Northeastern Huskies taking on number 3-seeded Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now the Irish are 29-5 overall. They are 14-4 in the ACC. They beat Duke and North Carolina in their home state for the ACC championship. They are really good right now, and it is hard to stop. Jared Grant is their key player for the Irish. Now for the Northeastern Huskies, they are 23-11 overall. They are 12-6 in the ACC in the CAA. Now I got Notre Dame winning this one. The game's on CBS at 12:15. Our second game in the Midwest region features a 11th seed Texas Longhorns and the 6th seed Butler Bulldogs. Now Butler is 22-11 overall. They are 12-6 in the Big East. Texas, the 11th seed, is 20-13 overall, and they are 8-10 in the Big 12. Now, I picked Butler to win this matchup, and it sounds like it's going to be an easy matchup that Butler's going to win. I don't know, it could be an upset, but I pick Butler. You can catch that game on CBS at 2:45. Third matchup in the Midwest region gives you a great 8 and 9 seed team. You got number 9 Purdue Boilermakers, the second Big Ten team to play today. Their overall is 21-12, and they are 12-6 in the Big Ten. Cincinnati is the 8th seed, and they're 22-10 overall, and then they are 13-5 in the American Athletic Conference. Now, I'm going to be picking Purdue. All my brackets have Purdue and Cincinnati. This is going to be a tough game because this is going to be a good game. So I'm going with the Boilermakers of Purdue. That game is on CBS at 7:10. The game in the Midwest region is, let's just say, not a good matchup. You got number 1 Kentucky, who is undefeated in overall and in the SEC. So really, you know who's going to win this matchup. Over the 16-seeded Hampton Pirates, who defeated Manhattan 74-64 in the first 4 game. I'm picking Kentucky easily. Kentucky will defeat these guys by 30, maybe 40 points. But that game is on CBS at 9:40.